Have you ever came across a moment in video games that leaves you emotional or speechless? A moment that you really enjoy experiencing or really hate it? A moment that has been stuck with you forever? Well, I had, and in today's video I'm gonna show you my top 7 video game moments of all time. Number 1. Choosing your first Pokemon. Pokemon Silver was one of the first games that I ever played, and choosing one of those 3 Pokeballs on that table was until then my biggest decision. I remember feeling that I had to choose from one of those 3 cute Pokemons to be my friend, to be my companion, and to fight besides me. I remember that I spent so much time looking into their eyes, picturing who would be my first Pokemon. In the end, I chose Cyndaquil, and I made him my best friend in the Johto region and in the real world. Number 2. The Last of Us ending.
Swear to me that everything that you said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
I love playing through The Last of Us. The world itself, it's a sadly beautiful post-apocalypse place that never lets you forget that you're surrounded by pain, and by misery and lost. It was, however, the ending scenes of the game that I will never forget. When the game came to an end, it was revealed that Ellie was in fact the cure for the zombie virus outbreak. When Joel found out that to extract the cure from her she would have to be killed, he decided that lying to her and killing those who wanted to take her life was the only course of action he could take.
Let me go.
You just come after her.
Number 3. Resident Evil First Zombie. When I was a kid, I would never get to play PlayStation while my brother was at home, so every time he was away, I would take that chance to play without him knowing. One day, I turned my PlayStation on without even knowing what game was inside, and it was the worst thing I ever did, as I have no idea what the hell I was getting myself into. After skipping all the initial cutscenes, I found myself in that huge mansion, and shortly after, I reached that creepy zombie cutscene, and I literally pissed myself, and never touched the PlayStation without my brother's permission ever again. Number 4. Final Fantasy VIII Opening Scene. Final Fantasy is one of my favorite video game franchises of all time, with the 8th entry on the series having a special place on my heart. I fell in love with this game since day one, and in my humble opinion, this opening scene is absolutely epic, and still one of the best opening scenes in the video game industry. Number 5. Tomb Raider 2 Venice level. Tomb Raider 2 was the first Tomb Raider game that I ever played, and it will always be one of my favorite from the entire series. The game itself is a masterpiece with a lot of great moments packed with action, but one moment that stands out, in my opinion, is the Venice level. Everything in this level is amazing. Starting from the level design, the buildings, the boats, the water channel, and most impressively, the music. Venice Violins, composed by Nathan McCree, is in my opinion the best track in the series, and one of the best in the entire video game industry. Number 6. Uncharted 2 Train Scene. Uncharted train sequence might be one of the most impressive action set pieces in gaming history. What starts as a rescue mission eventually sees series protagonist Nathan Drake running along the top of a moving train as it drives its way through a mountain pass. Along the way, he kills dozens of armed goons and manages to shoot a helicopter out of the sky in a spectacular scene that is often only seen in action movies. Uncharted 2 is one of the most influential games of all time, proving that the film industry's sequel stigma is far from the truth in the game industry.
What do we have here?
Careful.
Christ almighty.
Just kidding.
Number 7. Aerith Death, Final Fantasy VII. Let me start by saying that Final Fantasy VII is my favorite video game of all time, and it's mostly because of its story and its characters. This is a moment that every game who's witnessed can never forget. The moment that we all felt like we failed by standing there and watching a loved one being taken away from us. A moment that it broke me, and until today, a moment that I struggle to cope with. Aerith died in that moment, but she lives in our hearts forever. And that's it for today, guys. Please let me know in the comment section below what are your favorite video game moments of all time. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you and stay safe. Until our next adventure.